got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria.
There's Warner. Here comes a headed to jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Smack to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? Another chapter is about to be written in this history book of this historic rivalry. I'm Jacob Young, and this is Rio Sports Live Network here from none other than McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium, and this is going to absolutely be a fantastic matchup as we have none other than, well, McAllen High School. We just had to travel across the field to the visitors' side as they will be taking on McAllen Memorial. McAllen Memorial, your home side this year. Very exciting once again as well. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network from the beautiful McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium at DQ Fan Field. And while we have so much to talk about in this pregame show, as I mentioned, it's a historic rivalry where right now, for the span of a good amount of time, McAllen Memorial have Mackay's number. But this is a different story this season because both teams are undefeated in district play coming into this one. And both teams kind of, well, they played similar teams, but it's not been the easiest for both of these two sides. The Mackay Bulldogs, the last time that they took the field, ended up losing to none other than Edinburgh Vela High School at home. And so that was an unfortunate loss for themselves. But as for McAllen Memorial, of course, their two losses happened in non-district play against none other than, well, San Antonio Johnson to be exact, and as well as none other than Westago High School. So it's been a tough go, to be exact, for both of these two sides. A good balance of two schools, a good balance of two teams, 2-0 in district play for McAllen Memorial, as it's 1-1 in district play for none other than the Mackay Bulldogs. We'll get to them in a second here, talking a little bit about, of course, McAllen Memorial losing to Westago 31-24, losing to San Antonio Johnson 38-10. Was on the road that time, beating none other than Rio Grande City High School at home 49-14, and traveling to Mission High School to beat them 43-14. So a lot of similarities for both sides. The Mackay Bulldogs, of course, early on in their season, struggled on the road against none other than Los Fresnos High School, as they ended up losing 34-28, but then came back, won 53-10, 35-10, and then 42-10 before losing to Edinburgh Vela 10-7. And that was a game before, of course, they took their break. That was interesting in my eyes because I was here to cover that game, and it was back and forth, but the only problem was that the offensive side kind of stalled out. And it did feel in a way that Edinburgh Vela, of course, just knew what was going to happen. And, of course, there's some history there with the Edinburgh Vela coach being the old head coach of none other than the Mackay Bulldogs. And so it was just kind of that way. A lot, really, that kind of went back and forth for themselves. And just, things that would happen. So, still a lot to, of course, talk about. We'll bring up, of course, the stats and how both of these two teams will necessarily on paper, fare up against each other. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this as this pregame rolls along, brought to you by Luke Free Motors in South Padre Island. Stay tuned.
Fiesta.
We have been having a good...
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We have been having a good old time at our tailgate fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff. We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
Back we go once again to hear from none other than McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium at TQ Fan Field. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network as we get to bring you all coverage of the one and only, city rivalry game of McAllen Memorial and the Mackay Bulldogs. The Mackay Bulldogs will be your visiting team this evening, as a home side will be none other than the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And this is so exciting, as I've been able to, of course, cover these two sides play in soccer and have I've been able to cover the rivalry games on different sports, but this one, of course, kind of on someone's bucket list, especially to cover because of how much it means for a city rivalry, to be exact. Before we, of course, get into that just a bit, I want to tell you all about, of course, this weather. How will it be at kickoff? 7:30 p.m. It will be around 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. It will drop to at 8 p.m. 9 p.m. will be about 79. And then 10 p.m., when this game will most likely wrap up around that time, will be 78, possibly 77 at 11 p.m. if this game goes any further than that. So, of course, it did rain today. The rain has subsided and has made for gorgeous weather, like we mentioned. It definitely has felt like, of course, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. It hasn't been too cool. It hasn't been too hot throughout this, of course, day. And so that's exactly what we've liked. And it feels like it's funny because, of course, going to this game, as I have lived in, of course, McAllen basically my whole entire life, going to this rivalry game, it's felt like it's always rained that day or been close to raining that day of this rivalry right before it. And it's just almost like, I don't know, it's almost poetic that it did rain today, to be exact. But we go back to it, talking about, of course, McAllen Memorial and Mackay, and how do they favor against each other? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be interesting for sure. As we go, of course, with this game preview. Again, it's been pretty interesting with the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs really, of course, Finn Henderson being the key wide receiver with none other than the quarterback for this side. well, really being, of course, McCoy Wolthoff. You have Hunter Morley, Andrew Salinas, Diego Villegas, Brian Bazan, Adam Gonzalez, Matthew Guerra, Eden Maldonado, and even Tlan Garcia with Cinco Jones. It's this team that they can rally around each other and do really well. But sometimes, of course, having that just mentality, it's something, of course, taking that week off after having an unsuccessful game against a very difficult opponent of Edinburgh Vela, a team that has been on the radar to win the district almost every single year. It's going to be interesting. So, of course, your rushing yards, how are they going to fare out? Most likely, of course, you will see McAllen Memorial throughout this game run the ball a lot. They've always loved to do that. The Mustangs, throughout, of course, my time of going to school, my whole entire life, they've had powerful running attacks. And it has stayed even when they've had coaching changes from, of course, none other than just a lot of teams, that they played against, a lot of coaches that they've had, especially Bill Littleton to Matthew Kaufman, ended up leaving. That philosophy has stuck through this whole entire time. Hunter Morley, of course, he averages around 78.2 rushing yards per game. As for, Spates, a famous name around the valley, of course, around the upper valley, is Spates, which is just absolutely crazy to think of. With, of course, yes, your really starters for the offense for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, Sean Reyes, Ezekiel Ozuna, to Jose Rios Zamora, and, of course, getting to your tight end, Gavin McIntyre, to none other than Michael Alanis, Hugo Rodriguez, Braxton Spates, George Munoz, and Kane Coy as your quarterback. And, it's a team that is, mainly for the starters, consists of seniors. And so it's so crazy to see, of course, Braxton Spates now in for, of course, McAllen Memorial. He is a senior, and it's going to be very exciting to see what he can do here tonight. Or check that, a junior. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do tonight, and he averages 144.2 rushing yards. So, again, McAllen Memorial utilizing their running game still to this day. Of course, McCoy Wolthoff, we've seen him throw the ball a lot more, and that's a philosophy around McAllen High School's philosophy on their offensive front with their head coach, of course. They utilized that against none other than PSJ Memorial. They utilized it against their next opponent at Coach Ulsa. And, of course, they tried to utilize it against Edinburgh Vela. It was unsuccessful, but at that same time, they just were able to not have that opening, but really just know what they needed to improve on for those 2 weeks leading up into this game. And so Kane Coy, of course, this team still likes to pass the ball, but not as much. 119 passing yards per game. The receiving yards, McCoy Wolthoff loves to target Finn Henderson, and Finn averages 86.4 passing yards a game, or receiving yards, I should say, a game, with Alanis only averaging about 79 passing yards. But it's how even the offense is for McAllen Memorial, a little more than I, for one, technically anticipate. And so, of course, like we mentioned, total yards for McCoy Wolthoff throughout the game, 241.4 yards. Kane Coy around 177.4 yards per game. Tackles a game. It is interesting. Schwartz having a little more success in that aspect, close to 13 tackles a game, with Haraboa with 7.2. And Garcia's almost one sack a game, with Garcia a little less than a sack a game as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Points a game. It's just going to be very exciting. Your rushing attack and all that fun stuff. Really, for the whole entire team, McAllen Memorial averages 53.4 tackles a game with 67.8 tackles a game for the team comparison for, of course, the Mackay Bulldogs. You go over to that total yards for everybody, 428.2 total yards a game for McAllen Memorial compared to 350.2 total yards a game for the Mackay Bulldogs, which is crazy to really see that it's 100-plus yards or just under 100 yards more for McAllen Memorial in their offensive strength. And like I mentioned, both of these two schools, they've really, for the competition, have been kind of the same in a way. Yes, of course, two times, or 2-0, I should say, for McAllen Memorial. They have not yet, I believe, gotten to play none other than Edinburgh Villa. We will double-check that just to make sure. Yes, the 23rd for McAllen Memorial is when they play Edinburgh Villa. And then, of course, the 31st on Halloween night, they play against Roe. So they get to play against the Roe Warriors. That's interesting to really kind of just go into the big thought process in a way. So we're looking forward to it. I'm going to take a break here. We'll stop talking for a second, and then when we return, we will continue on with this as we get closer and closer to kickoff. Only 12 more minutes until we have this famed rivalry start another chapter in this. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political issues. Join us as we feature in-depth interviews and original, unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
When you're buying a car or trusting someone to take care of the one you already have, you want to know you're in good hands. Today, tomorrow, and every day after that. For over a century, Sames Automotive Group has been here. The oldest dealership group in Texas, built on a promise to do things the right way. A century of putting people first. A century of service and savings. A century of smiles. That's not just a tagline. That's the Sames way. Sames Automotive Group, delivering a century of trust.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
CBS 4 News, bringing you the most SpaceX coverage with our exclusive partnership with La Padre Space Channel. Weekly updates, live cameras from Starbase, and live coverage from SpaceX launches. CBS 4 News, your Space Coast station, working for you.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Weslaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Back we go once again here. Interesting, of course, fun fact, the last time that the Mackay Bulldogs beat McAllen Memorial was in 2022. McAllen Memorial ended up missing the playoffs that year. Gets even more interesting the last time that, of course, if you want to go even further back from that, according to, of course, Max Preps, the last time that the Mackay Bulldogs beat the McAllen Memorial Mustangs was back in 2009. That's, of course, according to Max Preps there. But anyways, either way you look at it, all these games have been so close from both sides And this seems like it's going to be the best matchup, of course, not only of the season, but really of this rivalry in a while, because you looked at it, of course, from last year. You looked at these past 3 years that these two schools have played against each other from 2022, really from 2020. I'll even go from there. McAllen Memorial goes 5-2, 4-0 in district. They win the district title, to be exact. McAllen Memorial ends up, of course, beating the Mackay Bulldogs 34-28, of course, in that shortened pandemic season. And then, of course, you go into the next year from 2021 season, to be exact, and they win 35-28 in two overtime thriller. Check that out, an overtime thriller over the Mackay Bulldogs 35-28. So a very close game from right there. You go to 22-23, of course, that score, 2022. What was the score, to be exact? It was none other than, losing to McAllen Memorial, losing to Mackay 27-14. Mackay Bulldogs able to win that one. McAllen Memorial went 3-7, 2-5 overall, or 3-7 overall, 2-5 in district. They finished 6th and missing the playoffs that year. Following year in 2023, was a 22-0 shutout from McAllen Memorial in November 3rd, again, of 2023. 2024, last year's showing of this game, it was a McAllen Memorial victory of 32-29. High-scoring, close game, ended in regulation in the end. So both of these two schools, of course, they go back and forth with each other every single year. And it's what makes this rivalry so great. Down the road, not too far from, of course, Mackay, lies McAllen Memorial. For just to give you all, of course, of how far McAllen Memorial is from here. As I always look this up, but always just forget it right in my mind, I should say. It's about a 4-minute drive, if anything, 8 minutes because of course traffic right now, but 2.4 miles away. So that's how exciting this will be. So we get closer and closer here, 6 minutes until kickoff. Well, let's talk about the keys to the game. I normally do that here, enough to really talk about kind of the past, but just how big this rivalry is. What are the keys to victory? As for the Mackay Bulldogs, well, yes, they're technically on the road, but still have their, in a way, home field advantage. And for the Mackay Bulldogs, what do they have to do? Well, get on the board early, get their offense going. They cannot allow to have drives like they did 2 weeks ago against Edinburgh Villa, especially at the start of the game. If they were to defer till the second half for the Mackay Bulldogs, well, they need a stop quickly. The Bulldogs will need to stop quickly, maybe a 3-and-out, getting that crowd behind themselves and having almost a perfect drive right off the bat. Same goes, of course, kind of for McAllen Memorial. Being able to force those turnovers, staying away from those penalties will be key, as well as the next stop, too. So it will be very exciting. We'll take a quick break. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Shop Bird Ogden Cadillac and select from the largest inventory of luxury vehicles in the Valley. Elevate your style when you choose from more than 200 new cars and SUVs available today. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh.
You never know when grief will come upon you and you find yourself in need of a funeral home. Emotions take over your thoughts, and it is difficult to think clearly. So where do you turn? You turn to Tomei Garza Funeral Home because they understand that guiding thoughtful care is a privilege, and the needs of your family and final request of your loved one must be met without question. Compassion, care, commitment. Tomei Garza Funeral Home, San Benito.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Back we go once again here, full screen for you all as well. It's a minute until we get things really going. The national anthem has been sung. We'll still have, I believe, the coin toss up next. McAllen Memorial about to, well, the McAllen Bulldogs about to run out onto their respective sideline with the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And it should be a great one for you all. Again, it's just being able to cover this is such an amazing, well, just an amazing feeling, an amazing thing to do. And thank you all so much for tuning in to watch this rivalry unfold. It's going to be a great one here this evening. Both teams, well, one undefeated in district play as well. The McAllen Bulldogs looking to spoil the party is really what we're coming down to. It. If the McAllen Bulldogs win here, well, that's one less team undefeated. We would still have, of course, Edinburgh Velo. Depending on what happens tonight, Edinburgh Velo and who they play would be very interesting. Now for, of course, the other side of things, as I believe the Nicky Road Warriors were able to take care of business last night back at home against the Rio Grande City Rattlers. So very exciting. Here comes, of course, McAllen Memorial and the Mustangs wearing their Columbia blue jerseys, as the Bulldogs will be in their white jerseys with, of course, the purple and gold lining on the side of theirs. Absolutely a cool little feature that they have running out onto their respective sideline. And here come, of course, the Bulldogs of McAllen High School, the McAllen Bulldogs. It's going to be very interesting. As we talked about, a little thing that I really haven't talked about is, well, both these two schools, even if they were having a bad season, as I was just checking out all the results from the past years, if even the Bulldogs were having a bad year, they would still play a very close game against McAllen Memorial. If McAllen Memorial was having not their best year, it would be the same thing. These two schools, they want to win against each other. It means so much for that whole entire, of course, season, a whole entire year. Really builds a lot of confidence for both of these teams. Both captains, of course, coming onto the field. Both captains from both sides, I should say. As your captain, of course, for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, your captains for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs will be none other than Gavin McIntyre, Sean Reyes, with Jaden Solis, Kane Coy, Dalton Keller, and Javi Izaguirre. As for the Bulldogs, we'll have none other than Oliver Shorts, Finn Henderson, Pablo De La Rosa, McCoy Wolthoff, Diego Villegas, and Cash Frisbee. As we get to witness and see exactly who will be receiving potentially defending. So the Mackay Bulldogs win the coin toss. They will defer till the second half. McAllen Memorial will receive to start this game. And it's been pretty interesting. Every single time that the Mackay Bulldogs have won the coin toss, they have elected to defer till the second half, and they've gotten that opportunity to do that really almost throughout this whole entire season, which has been pretty nice to see. So very cool once again. As well, we welcome you as it's finally time for kickoff, moments away from happening. So Mustangs will receive to start this first half. As it will be none other than will be Cash Costas once again for the kickoff. For the Mackay Bulldogs will raise up his right hand. And week 7 is officially underway here this evening. Returnable from about the 5-yard line. Brings it up to the 20, about the 21-yard line. It will be first down and 10 for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. 11:55 left to play now in this first quarter. And will be the first drive for McAllen Memorial. First down and 10. Mustangs talking it over. We'll break out of the huddle now. Will be a one wide out formation to the left and to the right with one back beside him. Check that, 2 backs behind him. Snaps the ball. Will be a handoff up the middle and wrapped up pretty quickly. Nowhere to really go. Will be a gain of about a yard, though. Second down, gain of 2. Second down and 8. Mustangs will talk it over. Play clock only down to 25, 24, 23. That's how it will count down. Breaks out of the huddle. One wide out formation to the left and to the right. 2 backs behind him once again. Snaps the ball. It will be a pitch out to the left side. Down to the 30, 35, tripped up shy of the 40-yard line. That will be good enough for a Mustang first down. Will be a first down for McAllen Memorial. Munoz really on the carry that time. It was a big gain for the Mustangs. They'll talk it over here for a split second. Play clock is down to 18, 17, 16, 15 is how it will count down as they line up one back. Check that, one wide out formation left and right. 2 backs behind once again. Kane Coy will snap the ball. Will be a handoff up the middle to the left side. Penalty marker down late. Bulldogs are pointing towards McAllen Memorial. Might be a hold. 10:35 left to play here in the first quarter. So it will just be a sideline warning against the Mackay Bulldogs. 10:45 left to 10:35 left to play here in this first quarter of play. The McAllen Memorial Mustangs driving, 2 wide out formation to the right side, 2 backs behind. Coin Coy once again. Kane will run to his right side, down to the 50, 45, and steps out of bounds. Kane Coy will gain a couple of yards this time. Referee's talking it over. Ten-yard penalty off of a holding call against the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. We'll bring them back. 10-13 left to play here in quarter number one. Kane Coy was trying to get away from all the pressure there and did step out of bounds for about a yard to gain, but instead it will be first down and long for the Mustangs. 10-13 left to play here in quarter number one. First down and 19 to be exact. Mustangs will talk it over for a split second, and we'll break out of the huddle. Play clock is down to, paused at 18 seconds. So I don't think the play clock is working correctly, and so now the referees will have to reset it. So it'll be 10-14, put back up, check that 10-13, put back up on the game clock. And we'll start on, I believe, the referee's or check that on the snap. Now play clock is down to 17, 16, 15, 14. Two backs behind Coy once again. Kane will snap the ball. It will be a handoff up the middle. Breaking free, and he might be gone. Down to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, McAllen Memorial, and they strike first. Mustangs strike first, and it is Braxton Spates who is in for the TD. Quick instant replay look from this spot, able to just break free. It was down to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, and 15-10, 5, and touchdown. Able to break free perfectly, gets the score. An extra point attempt to make it 7-0. Snap was a bit high, but the hold was good, and the point after was good as well. 7-0 your score as the McAllen Memorial Mustangs lead in this one over the Mac High Bulldogs. So exactly what McAllen Memorial needed to do there off of their first drive. We'll see what will happen here with the Mac High Bulldogs now. McAllen Memorial Mustangs being able to score 7-0. A great run by, once again, Braxton Spates. That running game seemed to be working pretty well for them off of that first drive, because it wasn't only Braxton Spates that really helped out that time, as George Munoz actually went for a good gain as well off of that first drive. And you can already tell what this type of style of play on this offensive side for McAllen Memorial will be. It's really been in their DNA since the beginning for themselves. But now, of course, for McAllen High, they'll have to answer, and it will start with this kickoff here. Will be none other than Robert Ruelas with the kickoff. We'll send this one away. It will be, kind of returnable from that 20-yard line. It was caught, but stepped out of bounds. It would have been interesting to see if he had let it out of bounds. The Bulldogs might have gotten the ball at the 30-yard line instead of first down and 10. So first down and 10, ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. Bulldogs again, once again, will be led by none other than McCoy Wolthoff. We'll have Finn Henderson, of course. It will be trips to the right. We'll take off himself. And McCoy goes for a good gain No penalty markers in the backfield. Will stay for enough for a first down. 9:55 left to play here in this first quarter. First down and 10. Bulldogs looking to the sideline to get the play. Looks like it will be trips to the left with one wide out to the right side. The Bulldogs breaking out of the huddle. We one back beside Wolfoff once again. Will be Hunter Morley. Will snap the ball. Dropping back. And the pass was deflected. Incomplete. Brings up a second down. 9:51 left to play here in quarter number 1. Two wide out formation to the right side. One wide out to the left, one back beside McCoy Wolfoff once again. Sends a man in motion to the left side. Will try and go up the middle. Gains a couple of yards this time. Good job that time by none other than Hunter Morley. Off the carry. Brings up third down, and a bit long to go. 3rd and 7 to be exact. It's really nowhere to go up the middle. Just kind of gobbled up very quickly. Will break out of the huddle. It will be trips to the right side. One wide out to the left with one back beside him once again. It is McCoy Wolfoff. Hunter Morley to his left side. Snaps the ball. Pressure coming. Will roll out to his right side. Will decide to take off and run. And penalty markers are down. Won't be enough for the first down, but now we will wait and see what the penalty marker could be. Possibly face mask and would be 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down. Referee's discussing it right now. And now we will get the call officially. $15 yards added to the end of the run. It is a first down. And right as McAllen Memorial thought that they had stopped him, ended up being a face mask, and that is how McCoy Wolfoff got dragged kind of to the ground. It is still 9:06 left to play here in this first quarter. First down and 10. Bulldogs will run up to the line. One wide out to the left side, one wide out to the right side. One back beside him. Snaps the ball. Handoff up to the right side. Will gain a couple of yards this time. It'll be Hunter Morley off the carry once again. A good first down run brings up about 2nd and 6, if not 2nd and 3. Indeed, 2nd and 6, a 4-yard gain. Inside the 40-yard line, inside of Mustang territory, at the Mustang 39-yard line to be exact. Bulldogs will set up in trip formation, trips to the left. One back beside him. Once again for McCoy Wolfoff. Play clock down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It looks like the Bulldogs having to use a timeout here. A little bit confused there. 8:10 left to play in the first quarter. We will take a quick timeout ourselves. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
J4 Trailers es su mejor opción para remolques en el Valle de Río Grande. Contamos con remolques utilitarios, goosenecks, landscape, hotshot trailers, dump trailers, enclosed y mucho más. Su remolque necesita servicio o refacciones, nuestro nuevo departamento de partes y servicio está listo para atenderle. Aquí en J4 Trailers también realizamos el corte de tambores de freno.
Come visit us and get hitched at J4 Trailers.
Back we go once again here as the timeout just about to end. Still 7-0 McAllen Memorial over the Mackay Bulldogs. Still in this first quarter, 8:10 left to play. But the Bulldogs are driving. After a 15-yard penalty, able to get a couple of yards. Was 4 yards to be exact from none other than Hunter Morley. And now the Bulldogs set up shop once again. 2 wide out formation left side with 1 wide out to the right, 1 back beside. McCoy Wolthoff will send a men in motion. Will be trips to the left now. We'll hand it off right side. Morley will be short of the first down marker, just 8 minutes, 4 seconds left to play. And it will be penalty marker on the ground, might be coming back with a hold. Second face mask penalty from McAllen Memorial on this drive, helping out the Mackay Bulldogs. So Bulldogs now find themselves, I believe, right on the red zone. Ball will be placed on the 19-yard line, inside the red zone to be exact. And the Bulldogs looking to the sideline to get the play. Play clock down to 20, 19, 18, 17, 16 is how it will count down. 8:04 left to play in the first quarter. Play clock down to 12, down to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Bulldogs might have to burn another timeout here. Play clock is only down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. And indeed, actually it ended up, I believe, resetting. And we'll get tackled on the quarterback keeper that time for McCoy Wolthoff. Another penalty marker down. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. We'll replay. First down, a 5-yard penalty will be 1st and 15 for the Mackay Bulldogs, now out of the red zone just like that. It's interesting, of course, that this would be the 3rd penalty, I believe, for really combined on this drive. But the interesting part, of course, is both of these two sides, well, they're more of a veteran team than you would think. A lot of seniors on both sides, and it's pretty interesting, of course, to think of. Because as for the Mustangs, they will lose a lot of these players after this year. And it will kind of be a rebuilding year next year. So interesting to look out for. That same will really go for the Mackay Bulldogs. More sophomores on their team, but a lot of seniors for themselves. 7:59 left to play here in quarter number 1. Play clock is down to 1, and we'll snap the ball just in time. Will be a handoff off the left side. Has plenty of room. Able to break free. Gets inside the 10-yard line. A great job once again, Hunter Morley on that carry. Be second down, but gains plenty of yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage and almost getting that first down. Hunter Morley really doing the dirty work here in this first quarter on the Bulldogs' first drive. McCoy Wolthoff will snap the ball. It will be a fake of the handoff. Throw it off to the right side. Pass was complete. Good enough for the first down. Pass complete to Cinco Jones this time. Game clock stopping momentarily for the first down and the chains to be moved. It is 1st and goal. 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter of action. Bulldogs talking it over. Play clock is down to 20, 19, 18, 17 is how it will count down. The Bulldogs will get to the line. 1 wide out formation to the left and to the right with 1 back beside him. Wolthoff will snap the ball. Will take off and run himself. McCoy up the middle and met quickly. 2nd and goal. Gets a couple of yards, though, on that carry. 6:35 left to play now in this first quarter. 2nd down and goal. 4 yards to go to the end zone. I have to imagine this could potentially be 4-down territory for the Bulldogs if they don't get it in 3. Play clock only down to 19, 18, 17. The Bulldogs breaking out of the huddle. It is a two-back, check that. A 2 wideout formation to the right, 1 wideout formation to the left with 1 back beside him. That is Morley beside him to be exact. Snaps the ball, looking incomplete that time. And Wolthoff not able to find his wide receiver that time. Incomplete pass this time. We haven't seen a lot of Finn Henderson so far this evening, to be exact. As he normally would be his intended target. Cinco and really Finn Henderson kind of sharing those touches throughout the game, those attempts or intended targets to be exact. 5:56 left to play here in quarter number 1. 3rd down. Play clock was down to 9. We'll hand the ball off up the middle. And second effort, I think he might have been short at the 1. Just short, 5:40 left to play in this first quarter of action. Bulldogs will try and get into the end zone here. 4th and goal will be placed at the 1-yard line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. We'll go for it. The push. And I think he didn't get it. Mustangs take over on downs. 5:13 left to play here. And a 4-down stop right off the push. Instant replay look here. The Bulldogs set up perfectly for it. But the Mustangs just able to not only predict it, but make sure that they didn't get in. 5:13 left to play here in this first quarter. The Mustangs take over at their own 1-yard line, though. This is where things could get a little dangerous as the Mustangs trying to get out of their own end zone. We'll set up a 1 wideout formation left and right. 2 backs behind him once again for Coy. Springing up the middle for a good push. Still continue to go. Ball's actually out, and it looks like it is. Did the Bulldogs take over? They'll be downed. And the Mustangs still have possession. 5:06 left to play. It will be first down for the Mustangs. 5:04 left to play now in this first quarter as the game clock will continue to run. And play clock as well down to 24, 23, 22 is how it will count down. 1 wideout formation again, 2 backs behind. And we'll get forward. Great carry this time. .435 left to play here in this first quarter. The Mustangs very impressively able to get away from their end zone and driving the length of the football field here. 2nd down and short, 2nd and 1 to be exact. Play clock down to 16, 15, 14. It's a 2 wideout formation to the left side with the 2 backs behind Kane Coy. Dropping back to pass. Will roll out left side. Pass incomplete. I think he might have been afraid of the hit potentially. Pass intended for is Eric Garcia. Incomplete pass bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 1 to go. Bulldogs will most likely be expecting a run on this play, as all the Mustangs have to do is get 1 yard. Mustangs still talking it over. Will break out of the huddle this time. Play clock is down to 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. 3rd down and 1 here. 4:10 left to play in the first quarter. 2 back formation behind once again. Kane Coy pitches it out right side. Just needing 1 yard. Spates will go forward and will get enough. No penalty markers in the backfield, so that will stand. Braxton Spates, of course, already with the touchdown here this evening, able to get that first down for the Mustangs to move the chains. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 23, 22, 21, 20. It's how it will count down here. One wide out. Check that. Two wide out formation to the left side. Two backs behind Kane Coy once again. It's how this team has been setting up throughout this whole entire game so far. It is going to be a handoff. And this time, met in the backfield. Nowhere to go for Braxton Spates, as the Mackay Bulldogs defense was ready for it this time. So replay split screen here very quickly. Ball placed on the Mustang 32-yard line. It is still second down about 11 to go. Play clock only down to 20-19-18 as the Mustangs break out of the huddle. Play clock is down to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 is how it will count down. Kane will take off himself. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and much more. Good job there. Good run. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Mustangs driving. Brings up 3rd and 4. Just at the 39-yard line, 2:51 left to play here. Play clock down to 18, 17, 16, 15. Mustangs will break out of it. One wideout formation to the right. Check that, it will be a two wideout formation to the right side as it stands. Now just one. Two backs behind it. Pressure coming. And we'll get him. That will be fourth down now. A big sack in the end. And brings up 4th down. 4th down and 10 for the Mustangs, back to their original line of scrimmage. Huddle up and talk it over here. Still 7-0 your score. 2 minutes and about 13 seconds left to play. Kick this one away. It will take a bounce. It is played off the hop down to the 30. Bulldogs have been very dangerous on special teams as well. One thing to, of course, look out for, as they have had a couple of punt returns go back. Late penalty marker for unsportsmanlike. I think that's going to be against the Mustangs. It's most of the Mackay players that already walked off the field or jogged off the field, to be exact. Pointing towards the Mackay Bulldogs, though. 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mackay Bulldogs. So after that run, Bulldogs now having to start from their own 17-yard line. 1st down and 10. McCoy Wolthoff and team will have really 1:59 left in this first quarter to really make something happen. They won't have to, of course, use up all their time. But right now, of course, with the score line, it's been pretty interesting to see. Snaps the ball. It's a handoff up the middle. We're getting a couple of yards this time from none other than Cole Morley. I'd have a feeling that, of course, that would be Hunter Morley's, or just relationship there to be exact, as Hunter Morley and Cole Morley to be exact. Under 1:30 left to play here in this first quarter. One back beside him. Corey Wolthoff drops back to pass, throws off left side. Pass is complete, but nowhere to go right after. So good job there. Talon Garcia able to haul it in. Still will be 3rd down, 3rd and 2. But a lot more manageable for this team, for the Bulldogs. Under a minute to go, 55 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. It is 7-0. Play clock down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Trips to the left. One wide out to the right side. McCoy Wolthoff with one back beside him. Wolthoff will roll out to the right side. Throws on the run. Pass is complete. Good enough for the first down. Game clock will stop momentarily for the chains to be moved. Another pass completed by Cinco Jones. Game clock will continue now. 7-0 still your score. Play clock is only down to 28, 27, 26. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs to set up here. Two wide out formation left side and one wide out to the right. Game clock, check that down to 2019, 18, 17 is how it will count down. Throws it right side. Pass a little bit too far. Incomplete. 14 seconds left now in this first quarter. Will be second down and 10. Play clock only down to 30 seconds now. Bulldogs will take this time to kind of catch their breath and talk up a play. It's only second down, but the way that this tempo has been for the whole entire game has been pretty interesting to say the least. 14 seconds left to play here in this first quarter of action. It is going to be a two wide out formation to the left side with one wide out to the right. One back beside, once again, McCoy Wolthoff, which will be Hunter Morley. Will snap the ball. It will be a handoff up the middle and met for a tackle for a loss. And that will be your final play of this first quarter. 7-0 your score. The Mackay Bulldogs find themselves in a deficit over McAllen Memorial. The Mustangs lead McAllen High School 7-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Back we go once again here. 7-0 your score. McAllen Memorial lead McAllen High School. Bulldogs not able to score in this first quarter, but we'll see what happens here as Wolthoff will get taken down for a sack. The sack by none other than Javi Izaguirre. Game clock will continue to count down to 11:39 left to play here in quarter number 2. 4th and 16 to be exact. See what the Mustangs decide to do here. It will just be a regular punt formation. And he'll let it bounce all the way down to about the 10-yard line and now trying to return it. We'll get it back up to maybe the 13-yard line. First down and 10 for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Mustangs on their second drive were not able to score, had to punt the ball away. The Bulldogs having to go a long ways away, could not do anything on their second drive. After being stopped on 4th down at their own 1. Or check that out there. McAllen Memorial's 1-yard line. 11:10 left to play here in this second quarter. First down and 10. Play clock down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Two wide out formation left side. Will hand the ball off up the middle. Braxton Spates might have gotten about a yard or two on that play. Brings up second down. Gain of 5 brings up second down and about 4 to go for the Mustangs. Play clock is down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Snaps the ball. It will be faked. The handoff, deciding to take it himself. Gets pushed out of bounds. We'll get enough for a first down. Looks like a penalty marker in the backfield, though. This will be coming back. Holding penalty on this drive. Half the distance to the goal will replay second down once again. So second down and very long for this Mustang team. Second down, 13 to go. Ball placed at the Mustang 8-yard line. One wide out formation left and right. 2 backs behind him. Kane Coy will snap the ball, dropping back. Pass is tipped and complete. $10 minutes, 18 seconds left to play here in quarter number 2. And it is going to be third down and 13 for McAllen Memorial. Kane Coy and team will talk it over. Play clock down at 13, 12, 11, 10, and now the Mustangs will break out of it. Trips to the left formation, one wide out to the right side. We'll have one back beside him. Snaps the ball. Pressure coming. Coy trips up! And will be a sack. Scrambled, trying to get free, and just gets tripped up by the turf. Luckily for McAllen Memorial, wasn't going to be a safety in the end. And now the Bulldogs in prime field position to potentially block this kick. Almost did. It won't be a great punt, and it's muffed. It might be Memorial football. Did the Bulldogs come back with it? Yes, they did. Martinez picks it back up. We do have a penalty marker down in the back. Looks like it's still going to be against the Bulldogs. So I believe that's where the referee was pointing. $15 yards added to the end of the spot. Or, well, end of where the play ended up, to be exact. First down and 10 for McAllen Memorial. The Mustangs, all of a sudden, getting new life on this drive. First down and 10. Inside of Bulldog territory at the Bulldog 46-yard line, to be exact. Will be a one wide out formation left and right. 2 backs behind him. Snaps the ball. Hand off to Braxton Spates. Spates will spin around and will get tackled short about the 35-yard line. 9:26 left to play. Enough for first down. Time stopped momentarily. 9:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Mustangs driving to make it potentially a 14-0 start against their rival of McAllen High School. Get 2.4 miles away is how far these two high schools are. Play clock down to 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll snap the ball just with 1 second left on the play clock, trying to go forward. And Braxton Spates still fighting, and we'll get positive yards. Leave at maybe the 30-yard line. We'll see where the referees mark him. That's where they're standing. So it should be second down. Ball placed at the 30 for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Eight minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in this second quarter of play. Play clock down to 17, 16, 15. One wideout formation left and right. Two backs behind him. Kane Coy. Play clock down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. 3 will snap the ball. It will be a pitch out left side. And Spates just getting tackled. Really by a shoestring in the end. Will be enough for the first down, though, but it looked like he was going to break free for a second TD of the evening. Time stopped momentarily. Down to about 7:40 left to play here in this second quarter of action. Two-back formation behind will be a pitch out right side once again. Jaden Solis was the one on the carry that time. Down to 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Cal Memorial talking it over here, looking kind of to their sideline. Play clock still at 22, 21, 20. Plenty of time for the Memorial Mustangs to really talk it over. 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Play clock down to 13, 12, 11, 10. And now the Mustangs will get set up. Will be a two-back formation behind, one wide out left and right. Coy will hand it off up the middle this time to Spates. Gets a couple of yards on the carry. Will be good enough for a first down. First down and goal for the Mustangs. 7 yards to go to the end zone. Down to 6:34 left to play here in this second quarter. Mustangs will break out two wideouts on the right side. Check the two backs behind. Once again, it will be a pitch out right side this time. Trying to get there is Solis. Will get tackled at about the 5-yard line. 7-0 your score. McAllen Memorial driving the second down and goal. Ball placed at the 6-yard line. 6 yards to go. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Two wideout formation off the left. Trying to push up the middle. Nowhere to go this time. Bulldogs did a good job that time. Gets about a yard, though. But it is 3rd down and 5. Well, third and goal with 5 yards to go for the Mustangs trying to get into the end zone here. I wouldn't be shocked if this is 4-down territory, but at the same time, if McAllen Memorial stayed with about 5 yards or so left to go to the end zone, I wouldn't be shocked if they were to bring out their kicking team, to be exact, to try to just add to the score and make it 10-0. We'll wait and see after this play, though. Able to break free. That's in. Crosses a plane. And it is 13. 13-0 your score. Great job that time by none other than Munoz. Breaks into the end zone for the score. They set up in the backfield again in their really same formation that they really have been doing all night long. and just goes for it. And sure enough, George Munoz breaks in for the score, makes it 13 and now 14-0 your score. McAllen Memorial up by 2 scores here early on. It's not like McAllen High School haven't had a chance to score. They, of course, Bulldogs get stopped on 4 downs at the Mustang 1-yard line. The Mustangs drove the length of the football field to try to get something going, had to punt away, but didn't end up giving up the ball or anything like that. And so the Bulldogs only down by 2 scores, but this now really feels like it is a must score for this side. The Bulldogs have had success, but we'll wait and see how they can get Cinco Jones back into this game, really, and as well as the biggest answer to this team will have to be none other than the running game of Hunter Morley and team. Kickoff moments away here. 4:48 left to play in this second quarter. Mustangs lead the Bulldogs 14-0. Back underway we go. It is a high booming kick, returnable from about the 15-yard line. We'll reverse field this time. We'll break free and trips up. Penalty marker down in the backfield. Most likely will be a block in the back. It's a good return by Riley Ousley, but we'll see if that stands. And we'll see if there may be 15 yards added to the end of the run instead of taken away. Penalty marker is picked up here. Referee's talking it over, and now we'll get the call. So, blindside block against, or blindside hit to be exact, against the Bulldogs. We'll push them back inside their own territory. It is 1st down and 10. Ball placed at the Bulldog 11-yard line. 1st down and 10. Corey Wolthoff back out onto the field with the Mackay Bulldogs. 14-0 your score. 1 back beside him. It is going to be trips out to the right side. Wouldn't be shocked to see Morley hand the ball off, and that's going to be completely opposite, down to the 20-yard line, close to about the 25-yard line. A great run. So it will stand. So it was a great run by Finn Henderson, and now we're seeing Henderson kind of into this game at the moment. Gets the good run off that jet sweep. 1st down and 10 for the Mackay Bulldogs. Having 4 minutes and about 20 seconds really to get something going on this drive and to score before halftime. They will receive to start this second half, so it's not necessarily like, yes, this is do or die, but for sure wanting to get points up on the board before halftime. We'll throw on the run. McCoy Wolthoff is complete. Still on his feet, and will get taken down. A great job there by none other than Eden Maldonado. Still pushed forward down to the 50-yard line. 1st down for the Mackay Bulldogs. 3:54 left to play in the second quarter. Time stops momentarily for the move of the chains. But a big play there for, once again, McCoy Wolthoff and team needing a spark to start on offense. It will be still trips to the right. 1 back beside him. Wolthoff snaps the ball. It is going to be a handoff off to the right side once again. Hunter Morley gets hit out of bounds. So Hunter Morley on the carry gets out to about the 45-yard line inside of Mustang territory. 1st down, check that, 2nd down and 3. Ball placed at the Mustang 44-yard line to be exact. 3:30 left to play. Wolthoff and teams set up once again. 16, 15, 14 is how the play clock will count down. A reminder, we will have the 2-minute timeout. But for now, believe Mackay Bulldogs Thought they took a timeout here. But now the game clock will count down to 3 minutes, 20 seconds. And now it looks like the referee will have to. 3:31 will be set on the game clock now. We'll start on the snap. It is going to be a handoff left side. Hunter Morley trying to find room. Will get maybe a yard on the carry. Brings it up to third down. 3rd and 2. Only a yard on the carry here. Only 2 more yards to go for a first down for the Mackay Bulldogs. I would expect if they don't get the first down here, they would have to punt the ball away. Bulldogs still kind of talking it over here. Play clock is down to 10, 9, 8, and it looks like the Mackay Bulldogs were just too confused and they'll have to burn a timeout. Bulldogs call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
J Ford Trailers is your best source for hauling in the Rio Grande Valley. We have utility, goosenecks, landscape, hotshot trailers, dump trailers, enclosed, and more. Does your trailer need a part service? Let our new parts and service department help you. Here at J Ford Trailers, we also cut brake drums.
Come visit us and get hitched at J Ford Trailers.
Rev up. Back live we go once again here. Both teams back out after the timeout. Well, still the Mackay Bulldogs were staying under the huddle, and now they will break out of their huddle. Play clock will resume here in a minute. 3rd down and 2. An important 3rd down for the Bulldogs. We'll set up with 1 back beside them. 2 wideout formation left, 1 wideout to the right. We'll snap the ball now. Handoff up the middle. Will be plenty of room to get the first down. We'll be close as the chains haven't moved just yet. Might be 4th down. We haven't gotten any signal yet. I thought it was enough for the first down, but game clock continuing to go. It is going to be 4th down and 1. 4th and 1. Now the Bulldogs bringing out their punting unit. Would have expected them at least for a 4th down and 1 to go for it, but instead, the Bulldogs wanting to pin McAllen Memorial deep, but down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. They might just end up taking the delay of game penalty here. As the play clock goes all the way to 0. As it is also 2 minutes. So did the 2-minute hit before? Two-minute timeout now, and so I believe that was the almost argument, but either way, a 2-minute timeout. Will take a break as well. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
College's auto body repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back we go once again here, just going back live a little bit earlier as timeout should be just about done and dusted. And it will give the Mackay Bulldogs enough time to think about this play here. It is 4th down and 1. They have the 2-minute timeout. Able to reset here. Bulldogs still in their huddle as the McAllen Memorial Mustangs break out of theirs. Be interesting to see what the Bulldogs decide here as they're still under the huddle. And now the Bulldogs will run out onto the field. Play clock will begin now, down to 19, 18, 17, 16 is how it will count down. Bulldogs will still punt this one away, trying to pin McAllen Memorial deep in their own territory. It's going to be a short kick, and it will cross the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be placed at about the 25-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And indeed, 1st down and 10 for McAllen Memorial. 1 minute 53 seconds left to play here in this second quarter of action. Almost halftime. We'll have a lot to talk about at halftime, especially how this last drive potentially will be for the Mustangs. Could they end up putting the Bulldogs down by 21 at the half? We'll wait and see here. A big run to the right side. Off the carry for the Memorial Mustangs. Brings up 2nd down and short. 2nd down, 2 to go. Down to 90 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Mustangs will break out of the huddle. 2 wide out formation left side, 1 back beside him once again. Check that, 2 back formation behind. Will be a pitch out right side. Check that, actually did not. Now we'll throw it. Gets past for the 1st down. Game clock stopped at 1:12 left to play here in this second quarter. Still 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball placed at the Mustang 32-yard line. Here in this second quarter, play clock is down to 11, 10, 9. Now the Mustangs set up, down to 7, 6, 5. With the 2-back formation, will snap the ball just in time. Throws quickly out left side. And will be dragged down for about possibly a loss off of the pass. Inbounds as well. McAllen ended up catching the ball and makes it 1:03. Cal Memorial will take a timeout to stop the game clock for now and talk it over. 1:03 left to play. We'll take a quick timeout. Stay tuned.
At Bird Ogden Ford Service, we value your time, so there's no appointment necessary and no waiting. Our factory-trained technicians and genuine Ford parts keep your Ford running like new. Bird Ogden Ford in Lyford. Service with confidence you can count on.
Dale gas!
Back we go once again here. 1:03 left to play in this second quarter of action. And really, McAllen, it's been all McAllen Memorial. Yes, the Mackay Bulldogs have had opportunities once again, stuffed at the 1-yard line, having to put it away as they were driving once again. And the biggest thing that has hurt the Mackay Bulldogs from being in this deficit has been, of course, the muffed punt return. 2-back formation behind. Kane Coy once again, 1 wide out off that left side and right. Will break free, still going. And a good keeper by Kane Coy. Gets positive yards. 50 seconds left to play here in this first, check that, in this first half. 14-0 your score. One wide out formation left side and right. Two backs behind them once again. Play clock down to 12, 11, 10. We'll snap the ball. We'll roll out right side. Jaden Solis still going. We'll get to about the 50-yard line. First down. Game clock stops momentarily for the move of the chains. It doesn't seem like McAllen Memorial are in any hurry as they will call their second timeout of the half. Call timeout, 17 seconds left to play here. We'll take a quick little break. Stay tuned.
When you're buying a car or trusting someone to take care of the one you already have, you want to know you're in good hands. Today, tomorrow, and every day after that. For over a century, Sames Automotive Group has been here. The oldest dealership group in Texas, built on a promise to do things the right way. A century of putting people first. A century of service and savings. A century of smiles. That's not just a tagline. That's the Sames way. Sames Automotive Group, delivering a century of trust.
Back we go once again here, 14-0 your score. McAllen Memorial only have 17 seconds really to work with, possibly 2 plays. The Mustangs have only really liked to run the football throughout this whole entire first half. A couple of short passes through the sidelines have helped, and a couple have been for negative yards, but now a 2 wide out formation to the left and the right is how they will set up one back beside him. King Coy and team have only done this formation a couple of times throughout the game. Play clock will now begin. Drops back to pass. Coy throws up the middle. Pass is complete. Be dragged to the ground. This is potentially in field goal range. We'll wait and see. Game clock will stop momentarily, and I think that is the final timeout to be used, yes, indeed, by McAllen Memorial. So timeout quickly taken. 8 seconds left to play here in this first half of action. Will be interesting to see what McAllen Memorial decide to do here. They're talking it over. We'll stay live here for a split second as it's been back and forth so far in this first half of play. Yes, 14-0 your score, but again, could have easily been 14-7. The Mackay Bulldogs get stuffed at the Mustang 1-yard line. We'll talk about that again and how pivotal that score denial might have been potentially. For once again, McAllen Memorial just being able to go down the field twice, scoring off a run, and again a muffed punt from Mackay of what could have been for this first half. Snaps the ball, dropping back, pressure coming, trying to get rid of it, and it's sacked. And that is most likely how we will end the first half of play. 0-0 on the game clock. We will head to halftime here. Mustangs 14, Bulldogs 0. We will get you set for the halftime show here momentarily, 14-0. A lot to really talk about. As, well, all McAllen Memorial, they really ended up showing up this game, and it's something that, well, I didn't necessarily expect too much. Expected it to be a little bit of a tighter competition. Sure enough, the Mackay Bulldogs, they will receive to start this second half. We will take a quick little break here as we get you all set up for this halftime show. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network. And, well, again, a fun first half. Looking forward to the second half momentarily. Of course, halftime show presented by Luke Free Motors in South Padre Island. As well, just a lot to talk about. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
At Brownsville ISD, your future starts now. Our dedicated teachers inspire learning every day. Explore your passion with award-winning fine arts, championship sports programs, and cutting-edge technology in every classroom. From career and technical education to dual enrollment college credit courses, BISD prepares students for success, no matter what path they choose. Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Back we go once again here. Halftime for you all from none other than it's beautiful McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium at DQ Fan Field. It's been a pretty interesting first half, like we mentioned, 14-0 McAllen Memorial over the Mackay Bulldogs, but how quickly things could have easily changed in favor of the Mackay Bulldogs. The Mackay Bulldogs, of course, they'd elected to defer to start the game. And then the first drive for McAllen Memorial was all running, and it really helped from Kane Coy, and of course none other than from Jaden Solis to George Munoz getting a couple of yards. But of course, in the end, Braxton Spates going for a big run, finding the end zone, making it 7-0 right off the get-go on their first drive. What was the first drive for the Mackay Bulldogs? It looked like they were going to answer right off the gate. Great job, from the start, though. From the passing game for this Mackay Bulldog team, because it is true that they did show up on that exact part. And where McCoy Wolthoff was able to really help out his team with the passing, and Hunter Morley really kind of finding the rhythm. And sure enough, ended up being driving all the way down 4 yard, or really first down and goal and opportunity. And sure enough, McAllen Memorial showing up in goal line defense when they needed to and stopping the Mackay Bulldogs. McAllen Memorial still drove down the field as best as possible. Had a couple of opportunities. Did end up getting stopped for as well right off the start. It looked like Mackay Bulldogs may have stripped out the football, but that ended up was down before the ball came out. And then McAllen Memorial kept driving, but ended up having to punt the ball away. Mackay Bulldogs on their second drive trying to do something, could not into the first quarter. And just trying their hardest to go down the football field and really helping out has been Hunter Morley for McAllen High School, but unfortunately no go on that drive. The second try really the third drive for McAllen Memorial looked like they were going to have success, and then all of a sudden having to punt the football away. But here's where things quickly changed. Off the punt, a muffed punt. So the Mackay Bulldogs could not return it, and it gets picked right back up by McAllen Memorial. You see those in the halftime highlights from myself, and was an interesting halftime to say the least, or was an interesting first half to say the least. McAllen Memorial, of course, having that success, driving down the field, and then finding the end zone was Jaden Solis, and team just really helping each other out. In the running game, of course, very strong for McAllen Memorial. They lead 14-0. When we return, we will get you all with none other than the halftime highlights. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned as this halftime show rolls along. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Halftime show presented by Luke Freya Motors in South Padre Island.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Back we go once again to hear halftime highlights, moments away from, of course, talking about it. But it's going to be an interesting second half. Again, McAllen High School, they received to start this second half. And it's going to be a testament to the offense. It's necessary for just their confidence level and everything, especially from what the teams are being told at halftime, to be able to really just focus and make sure that they can have big yards down the stretch and in the trenches, especially if they get into another goal line situation to find the end zone that time. But you'll get to see, of course, the first half highlights starting right now. And to the right, two backs behind him once again. Snaps the ball. It will be a pitch out to the left side. Down to the 30, 35, tripped up shy of the 40-yard line. That will be good enough for it. Will be a handoff up the middle. Breaking free, and he might be gone. Down to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, McAllen Memorial, and they strike first. Of course. It will be trips to the right. We'll check that. Will take it off himself. And McCoy goes for a good gain. One, and indeed, actually ended up, I believe, resetting. And will get tackled. Seniors for themselves. 7:59 left to play here in quarter number one. Play clock is down to 1, and we'll snap the ball just in time. Will be a handoff off the left side. Has plenty of room. Able to break free. McCoy Wolthoff will snap the ball. It will be a fake of the handoff. Throw it off to the right side. Pass was complete. Good enough. Wolthoff will snap the ball. Will take off and run himself. McCoy up the middle. And making goal. Will be placed at the 1-yard line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. We'll go for the push. And I think he didn't get it. Once again, for Coy. Just bringing it up the middle for a good push. Still continue to go. Ball's actually out, and it looks like it is. Did the Bulldogs take with the two backs behind Kane Coy? Dropping back to pass. Will roll out left side. Pass incomplete. I think he might have been afraid of the hit potentially. Formation behind once again. Kane Coy pitches it out right side. Just needing 1 yard. Spates will go forward and we'll get enough. 20s, how it will count down here. One wide out, check that. Two wide out formation to the left side, two backs behind Kane Coy once again. It's how this team has been setting up throughout this whole entire game so far. It is going to be a handoff, and this time met in the back. Mustangs break out of the huddle. Play clock is down to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 is how it will count down. Kane will take off himself. We'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and much more as it stands. Now just one. Two backs behind him. Pressure coming. And we'll get him. Minutes and about 13 seconds left to play. Kick this one away. It will take a bounce. It is played off the hop down to the 30. 10. Trips to the left. One wide out to the right side. McCoy Wolthoff with one back beside him. Wolthoff will roll out to the right side. Throws on the run. Pass is complete. Left side with one wide out to the right. One back beside once again McCoy Wolthoff, which will be Hunter Morley. Will snap the ball. It will be a handoff up the middle and met for a tackle. Back we go once again here. 7-0 your score. McAllen Memorial lead McAllen High School. Bulldogs not able to score in this first quarter, but we'll see what happens here as Wolthoff 11-10. Snaps the ball. It will be a faked the handoff, deciding to take it himself. Gets pushed out of bounds. We'll get enough. Play clock down at 13, 12, 11, 10, and now the Mustangs will break out of it. Trips to the left formation, one wide out to the right side. We'll have one back beside him. Snaps the ball. Pressure coming. Coy trips up. Almost did. It won't be a great punt, and it's muffed. It might be Memorial football. Did the Bulldogs come back with it? Left and right. Two backs behind him. Kane Coy. Play clock down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. 3 will snap the ball. It will be a pitch out left side. And Spates just. Really by a shoestring in the end. Will be enough for. Coy will hand it off up the middle this time to Spates. Gets a couple of yards on the carry. Will be good enough. Mustangs will break out. Two wideouts on the right side. Check the two backs behind. Once again, it will be a pitch out right side this time. Trying to get there is Solis. Will get tackled. What about their kicking team, to be exact, to try to just add to the score and make it 10-0. We'll wait and see after this play, though. Able to break free. That's in. Beside him, it is going to be trips out to the right side. Wouldn't be shocked to see Morley hand the ball off, and that's going to be completely opposite, down to the 20-yard line, close to about the 25-yard line. A great on his feet, and will get taken down. A great job there by none other than Eden Maldonado. Still push for important third down for the Bulldogs. We'll set up with one back beside him. Two wide out formation left, one wide out to the right. We'll snap the ball now. Hand off up the middle. Will be plenty of room. Back we go once again here. Halftime show rolling along once again. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. It's been an interesting, again, first half. McAllen Memorial lead 14-0 over McAllen High School, the Mac High Bulldogs to be exact. Well, time to get you all with, of course, the scores from around the RSL, around the valley to be exact. A couple of halftime scores that we have. Well, Marine Military Academy tied 21 to Agua Dulce's 21 as well. San Benito has 7, Brownsville Hanna 0. That's at halftime. So interesting, once again, another game, Marine Military Academy, and again, 21-21 against Aguaduas. Now, halftime as well, Raymondville 17, Lyford 7. That's at the half. So very exciting for those games, but again, still a lot more games to really, in a way, talk about. So we have, once again, of course, for RGV, around here, of course, Sherryland High School 14, Mission Vets 21. That's in the start of the third quarter. La Villa 45, Woodsboro 0. Interesting, of course, note for that one. San Benito 20, Brownsville Hanna 6. Donna North 20 at halftime. PSJ Memorial 28. 28-20 over Donna North. Ville 17, Lyford 13. That's in the third quarter. So really that's about it for your halftime scores around the valley. Of course, another one, Edinburgh Economy 7, Edinburgh North 14. Was at halftime, Corpus Christi Veterans 13, Harlingen South 7. Of course, we talked about it last week. That is one of the toughest districts that I've seen for just the scheduling-wise for both sides. It's Corpus Christi Veterans, of course. Well, they play with Harlingen South, PSJ North, and it's interesting to say the least because Flower Bluff's also in that division, or also in that district to be exact. Another one at halftime, Mission High School 3, La Jolla Palmview 7. That has a lot to do with this district as well. So interesting, of course, to keep that in mind with you all. That was 22 minutes ago, and that is at the half. That was at the half, so they're still under halftime as well. So very exciting as it is 14-0 here back at, McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Your weather update at this time, as it is 8:53 p.m., almost 9 p.m. to be exact. It is 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 85 to be fair. Should be low tonight at 70. But at 9 p.m. should be at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Really no chances of rain, 2% chance if anything were to happen rain-wise. As for tomorrow, it's looking pretty clear with no chances of rain for your beautiful Saturday. That's all that we have here. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we will break down, of course, what both teams need to do in order to make sure that they get a victory here. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your... Think big. Think bright. Think...
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995, or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Back we go once again to hear from none other than McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's been pretty interesting for, of course, this, well, first half. Again, 14-0, McAllen Memorial leads over none other than McAllen High School. And it's been a good first half from both sides. What is the key for the second half for both of these two schools? Well, for McAllen Memorial, we'll continue to run the ball and we'll continue to run your own offense because it seems like that has not been failing them in the slightest. Now, it's pretty interesting to see, of course, with that less than 2-minute offense, to be exact, about 17 seconds that McAllen Memorial had. They decided to pass the ball, and, well, Kane Coy under that type of pressure looked pretty good under center, but again, the philosophy for this team is to really run the football. I wouldn't be shocked if we were to start to see a little bit more passing from McAllen Memorial in this second half. But, of course, let's focus more on the Mac High Bulldogs because they receive the ball to start this second half. It doesn't get as simpler than do not, under any circumstances, have a situation of, well, turning the ball over, penalties that hurt big runs on the offensive front from a holding call. It's been interesting to see illegal blindside blocks or blindside hits on kickoff returns or punt returns. That has hurt the McAllen High Bulldogs. Now, they are coming off of, well, I would say some momentum due to the fact, well, they did not allow for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs to score in that the end of the first half, to be exact. A sack to Kane Coy was big to end the first half on a high and go into the locker room and really try to fix what they kind of did wrong, which, again, has been just not being able to score. Getting stuffed on the 1-yard line is going to be a hard pill to swallow for any team and any sort of thing. That really gave McAllen Memorial a lot of momentum, I think, really going forward. And so that's just going to be key, being able to have a really nice drive and score a touchdown. That will be key too. Now, on another side of things, for McAllen Memorial, it's a bit of the same thing. They want to get off to a great start. What's going to happen in that second half? McAllen Memorial needs to come out there with a 3-and-out potentially and not allow their defense to do anything silly. And what I mean by that is, well, there were 2 face mask penalties really, I believe, really against on the quarterback, to be exact. When McCoy Wolthoff went off and scrambled, all of a sudden was a face mask penalty against the defense. The defense had a chance to get out early from a 3-and-out or basically on third down, negated by a face mask penalty against the McAllen Memorial Mustang defense. And so for McAllen Memorial, they'll want to try and fix that as best as possible and make sure that they secure that victory. The Mac High Bulldogs, well, they've committed some turnovers, to be exact. They'll want to clean that one up here in this second half. And again, that first drive is really going to be a tell-all sign for the Bulldog team. It really goes as simple as that, if I had to say so myself. But we'll wait and see how this second half all plays out. We'll take one more quick little break. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network. When we return, we will get you with the second half here momentarily. Stay tuned.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
Hey, Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We have been having a good old time at our Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff. We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
Back live, we go once again here full screen. So we'll actually stay on the halftime show as the halftime is officially done and dusted, but as we still have, of course, a band performing from McAllen Memorial. 12 minutes put back up on the game clock, and it's going to be an exciting second half from all that we can really expect. Both teams have been fantastic. But, of course, one more than the other as they are up 14-0. That's McAllen Memorial. We have a little bit of a score update to bring you all from one of the games that I mentioned not too long ago. At the half, Marine Military Academy was tied up. There we go once again back from into our second half, and it's about to begin. This halftime show provided by Luke Free Motors in South Padre Island. It's been an interesting first half, like we mentioned, back and forth, but this first drive, like I mentioned before the break, is really going to be a tell-all sign. And, well, a scoreline update for you all at the end of the third quarter was none other than Marine Military Academy leading 42-21 over Marine Military Academy. At halftime, that game was tied, which is pretty interesting to say the least. So we already have some games starting the fourth quarter. Mission Vets 21, Sharyland High 16. And Brownsville Hannah 6, San Benito 27, end of the third quarter. Those games all started at, of course, 7 p.m. And so pretty interesting. Now, the second half will mean a lot for both of these two sides. The Mackay Bulldogs will be running out onto their respective sideline. To my right side, to my left side, I have, of course, McAllen Memorial. They'll be running out here right now as we speak. So very exciting second half. As again, it wasn't interesting for both of these two sides. McAllen ISD had a half day for school today, as of course they get to start their 3-day weekend early. It's really a 3.5-day weekend for these kids because, well, like I mentioned, it was both of these two schools got let out at about 12:30 p.m. And as for this, of course, this Monday is Columbus Day. And so a lot of schools having Columbus Day weekend this weekend. So exciting is what I'm trying to say. And so both these two schools, they got to prepare more for this game and just got to enjoy this day a little bit longer. Like I mentioned, it rained before here, so wouldn't be shocked if the turf kind of was affected in that first half, and now, of course, the second half just about to be underway. We'll go full screen for you all. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, and it's been an exciting season of football, and it's always fun to play your rival from down the road. And for these two teams, it means so much for themselves, for each other. if McAllen Memorial win, it's just another chapter written in this history book for these two schools, considering McAllen Memorial, while they're trying to go undefeated in district play, like we mentioned, 23rd is a massive game for themselves, as well as the 31st, 23rd playing against Edinburgh Vella, and then well, once again, they have Nicky Rowe. As for McAllen High School, just trying to get back into this district, to be exact, as we've talked a little bit about it, but we'll talk about it once again before we go back to this kickoff momentarily. As McAllen High School, well, they find themselves only 1-1 in district play, and so just trying to get back on track and getting over that 500 hump in this district. Very exciting as we get set. Cinco Jones will be one of the players back to receive this kickoff. We are back underway as we start this second half. It is returnable from the 20-yard line. Takes off up the middle and will be brought down positive yards about the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for the Mackay Bulldogs. Ball will be placed at the Bulldog 27-yard line. First down and 10. Again, McCoy Wolthoff and team will trot back out onto the field, and a very important first drive. We've talked about it before. The Mackay Bulldogs wanting to get on that scoreboard for the first two quarters, scoreless. Will be two wide out set to the left side. Will be a handoff up the middle. Hunter Morley with positive yards this time on the carry. Brings up second down, 2nd and 7 to go. That's a 3-yard carry. Second down, 7 to go. Ball placed at the Bulldog 32-yard line. Play clock down to 13, 12, 11, 10. One back beside him. We'll send him out to the left side. Play clock down to 8, 7. We'll snap the ball. Dropping back, looking deep, pass, incomplete. Check that, picked off. What a grab. I thought it was just a swat away for a split second. It was not. Instant replay look. Again, Wolthoff was kind of throwing it up for grabs there and was brought back. One-handed interception, and that is how McAllen Memorial will start off this second half on the defensive side of things with an interception. 11:05 left to play here in the first quarter. We'll set up once again. Two-back formation. Hands it off. Braxton Spates getting up to the 50-yard line. Midfield to be exact. That is going to be first down. 10:56 left to play here in this third quarter of action. It is a first down. Mustangs will talk it over. A couple of years ago, or really just not too long ago, McAllen Memorial, I read in the pregame show, the Mustangs shut out McAllen High School. Will be a handoff this time up to the right side. Solis that time with the carry brings up second down, but a great first down run. Close to about 5 yards on the carry. 6 yards to be exact. Second down and 4 to go. Ball placed inside of Bulldog territory at the Bulldog 44-yard line. Mustangs talking it over. Play clock is down to 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 is out. We'll count down. Two wide out formation to the left side. And it will be two backs behind Kane Coy. Sends a man in motion to the right side. Will hand it off once again. Braxton Spates gets enough for the first down. Braxton Spates with the first down to 9 minutes. About 35 seconds left to play. First down and 10. Ball placed at the Bulldog 35-yard line. Mustangs talking it over once again. Play clock only down to 20, 19, 18, 17, 16 is how it will count down. One wide out to the left side, one wide out to the right. Will be a two-back formation once again stacked behind him. Coy snaps the ball. It will be a pitch out left side and will try to find the opening. Able to do so. Big hit. Positive yards there. Jaden Solis on the carry. Gets it to the 30-yard line, the Bulldog 30 to be exact. It is second down and about 5 to go. 5 yards on that carry. Mustangs talking it over. 14-0 still your score, down to about 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Play clock down to 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. One wide out formation to the right side, one wide out formation to the left. It will be a stack once again by Coy. We'll hand it off once again. Solis nowhere to go, and will be wrapped up in the backfield by the Mackay Bulldogs. Exactly what they needed here. Brings up a third down. Third and about 4 to go still. Looks a bit longer than 4 to go. It's just what they have on the scoreboard to be exact. Play clock down to 18, 17, 16, and the Mustangs will break out of the huddle and into their formation. It will be a two wide out formation to the right, two back formation behind Kane Coy. It is third down and 6. Play clock down to 5. 4 will snap the ball in time. Pitch out right side, up the middle. Trying to get positive yards. It will be fourth down. Bulldogs meet Solis in the backfield quickly. 2 times that the Mustangs tried to go for that play. And the Bulldogs quickly read it perfectly. 4th and 5. Mustangs still talking it over. Play clock is still at 22, 21, 20 is how it will count down. They'll break out of the formation, or will break out of the huddle. 2 wide out to the left side. It looks like the Mustangs will be going for it once again. Play clock down to 8, 7, 6, 5, and will snap the ball, dropping back to pass. Pressure still coming. Coy will run to the left side. Has enough for the first down and dives for it. 6:47 to go. That is a first down for McAllen Memorial. No penalty markers in the backfield is what it looks like. And it is a first down. Gets it into the Bulldog 23-yard line. That is a fourth down conversion. Not only a third down, but a fourth down conversion there. So Bulldogs had him stopped on third down. McAllen Memorial saw an opportunity to continue with it. Kane Coy with that quarterback scramble gets the first down in time. It is a two-back formation, one wide out right side and left. Snaps the ball once again up the middle. Gets a couple of yards on the carry. Brings up second down and 6, a 4-yard gain off of the first down run for McAllen Memorial. Second down, 6 to go. Mustangs still talking it over. Play clock is only down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. McAllen Memorial breaking out of the huddle, taking as much time as they possibly need. Play clock down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think they'll snap the ball in time. They'll have to call a timeout. McAllen Memorial call a timeout. Instead of taking the delay of game, they burn their first timeout in quarter number 3, something that they didn't do in the first half. We'll be right back after this. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. 5:28 left to play. Stay tuned.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
When you're buying a car or trusting someone to take care of the one you already have, you want to know you're in good hands. Today, tomorrow, and every day after that. For over a century, Sames Automotive Group has been here. The oldest dealership group in Texas, built on a promise to do things the right way. A century of putting people first. A century of service and savings. A century of smiles. That's not just a tagline. That's the Sames way. Sames Automotive Group, delivering a century of trust.
Back live we go once again to hear positive yards after the timeout for McAllen Memorial. Having to use one of their timeouts, something that we didn't necessarily see in that first half. To be exact, from McAllen Memorial, having to use any of their timeouts till that last possession. Down to 5 minutes to go. Play clock down to 22, 21, 20. How it will count down. One wide out to the left side. Check that will be a two wide out formation to the left side. Two backs behind him once again. Coy snaps the ball. It is a handoff up the left side. Continuing to bulldoze his way through. That's George Munoz. Munoz, check, that was actually the player who scored one of the touchdowns earlier this evening for McAllen Memorial. It is good enough for a first down. 4:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Cal Memorial first and goal now at the Bulldog 3-yard line. 3 yards to go for the score this time. Bulldogs will try to do something that McAllen Memorial did early on in the first quarter, is once again putting up a goal line stand. Play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and we'll snap the ball in time. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Might have lost even a yard, and it might be second down and goal at the 4-yard line. Check that, gained a couple of yards this time. And it is second down and goal, ball placed at the 1-yard line. So good push this time. See if the Mustangs can score on this drive. Second down, 1 to go. Play clock down to 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Two backs behind him. Play clock down to 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll snap the ball. Hands it off up the middle. Second effort, might have crossed the goal line. Mustangs say they scored. Bulldogs say they're short. And it will be third down. Third down, 1 to go still. Play clock is down to 24, 23, 22, 21. McAllen Memorial break out of the huddle. Set up formation again, one wide out formation left and right. Trying to go in once again. And the check that, and the Mustangs score. Mustangs score, making it 20-0. Your new score. Instant replay look. Just a quick push, but the second effort making the difference. And sure enough, Mustangs able to find the end zone here. Extra point away for making it 21-0. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left to play. It is 21-0 your score. McAllen Memorial lead by 3 scores over Check that. Over McAllen High School. The Mac High Bulldogs needing a score, needing one fast. Off their first drive of this second half, ended up being an interception that led to McAllen Memorial driving the length of the field, finding the end zone. They lead 21-0 your score, and it's been a great job so far by McAllen Memorial doing exactly what they've needed to do as the Mustangs lead the Bulldogs here this evening. Mustangs will kick this one away, and back underway we go. It is going to be a short pooch kick that will land out of bounds. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own 30-yard line. So it will be a free kick out of bounds. Very rarely, especially nowadays, so very rarely do you see nowadays where the penalty comes in and the option is to re-kick as well. And so for the Bulldogs, best opportunity there. Free kick out of bounds. They'll take the ball at the 30-yard line inside of Bulldog territory. And yes, indeed, a must score on this drive, as McCoy Wolthoff will have to just forget about last drive and focus on this one. First down and 10. We'll hand the ball off left side. We'll go up the middle for about a couple of yards. Again, from none other than the Bulldogs. Gain of 3 brings up second down and 7 now. 2 minutes, about 10 seconds left to play here in this third quarter of action. Trips to the right side, one wide out left, one back beside him will snap the ball. Dropping back to pass. McCoy Wolthoff, deep ball left side. Pass incomplete. Great defensive coverage by the Mustang defense once again. Intended target was Cinco Jones. A quick instant replay look here before the next play. Again was looking deep on that left side. Ended up being an incomplete pass. Brings up second down. Check the third down and 7. Bulldogs needing a good drive here. Still 7 yards to go for the first down. McCoy Wolthoff, pressure coming. Finds an open space. Down to the 25. Check that 35. Shy of the 40-yard line. I think he'll be just shy. Check that. They will give him the first down. Great job by McCoy Wolthoff. Saw the open space, saw the green grass in front of him, goes for the run, and it is good enough for the first down. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs now. We'll look to the sideline to get the next play. Play clock is down to 18, 17, 16, 15 is how it will count down. Trips out to the right side, one wide out left with one back beside him. Sends man in motion to the right side, all alone. Will throw off the quick little screen pass. Nowhere to go after the catch. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage and nothing more this time. Brings up second down. Second down, still 10 to go for the Bulldogs. Less than 90 seconds to go here. Down to about a minute 23 left to play here in this third quarter of action. Second down, 10 to go. Play clock down at 18, 17, 16, 15. Two wide out formation to the right side. It will be a handoff to the right. Great job. Hunter Morley gets the first down and almost down to the 40-yard line inside of Mustang territory. A good job there by Hunter Morley. Exactly what the team needed to do on this drive inside of Mustang territory here. We'll set up shop once again. 2 wide out formation, left and right. We'll drop back to pass. McCoy Wolthoff, right side. Pass is complete. Just shy of the first down marker. 46 seconds left to play. Did step out of bounds that time. Second down, 1 to go. Ball placed at the Mustang 32-yard line. Wolthoff looking. We'll hand it off. Morley down to the 20, 15, gets tackled inside the 10-yard line at about the 9-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs. Game clock will stop momentarily. And we'll restart now. Bulldogs get it first down and goal. Game clock down to 20 seconds. Play clock down to 19, 18, 17, 16. Wolthoff snaps the ball. We'll throw right side. Pass. Incomplete. Again, Cinco Jones was the intended target there. And I'd say good defense by McAllen Memorial. 11 seconds left to play in the third quarter. But Cinco Jones just could not haul it in the end. It was tightly contested, to be fair. Brings up second down and goal. 8 yards to go. Wolthoff with one back beside him once again. Since the man in motion, it will be a handoff left side. Up the middle goes Hunter Morley. And that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Your third quarter score. McAllen Memorial 21, the Mackay Bulldogs 0. But with 5 more yards to go when we return on third down. As they reverse field, we'll take a quick break. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
J Ford Trailers is your best source for hauling in the Rio Grande Valley. We have utility, goosenecks, landscape, hotshot trailers, dump trailers, enclosed, and more. Does your trailer need a part service? Let our new parts and service department help you. Here at J Ford Trailers, we also cut brake drums.
Come visit us and get hitched at J Ford Trailers.
Back we go once again here. Start of quarter number 4. Wolthoff, one back beside him. We'll drop back to pass on third down. Throws left side. Pass. Incomplete. Again, Cinco Jones, the intended target, could not be completed. And it is 4-down territory for the Bulldogs here. They will be going for it. Wolthoff looking to the sideline to try and get the play. It was interesting that, well, the Bulldogs didn't decide to go for the run. They've been very successful on the ground, especially with Hunter Morley, just to get a couple of yards just in case they were to go for this pass. Instead, still 5 yards to go, fourth down and goal. Rolling left side, we'll take off and run. Goes up the middle and touchdown. $11:49 left to play here in quarter number 4, and that is a touchdown. Wolthoff just going for that run up the middle, works out in his favor, gets the TD in the end. And a timeout taken by McAllen Memorial. Interesting enough, they're down to their last timeout. Mackay have not used one timeout yet, and now it is 21-6, your score in this fourth quarter. Of course, awaiting an extra point, or a PAT to be exact, because we really don't know what the Mackay Bulldogs will decide to do here. I would expect them to just go with the extra point, but maybe they're going to be that aggressive and go for the 2-point conversion. We don't necessarily know yet. The logical thing would be just to go for the extra point, being only down by 2 scores at that time, needing a stop against McAllen Memorial and their offense coming up here very shortly. Bulldogs are back out onto the field, and they will be going for the extra point. Cash Caceres back to kick for the extra point. Mustangs tried to go for the block. Kick is up and good in the end. Makes it 21-7 your score. And that is your new score with 11:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Mackay Bulldogs are on the scoreboard. It will not be a shutout here this evening. And with a 2-score game, it is not over just yet. Mackay Bulldogs, if they were to get a stop and or a turnover pretty quickly and score, all of a sudden it's 21-14. So not out of this game in the slightest. Again, McAllen Memorial, though, for the Mustangs, they've just been really working well with their running game so far this evening. And it's been pretty impressive so far. But what we have in store this time, see McAllen Memorial really also with their defense starting off pretty strong with, of course, the interception that led to the score to make it 21-0. After halftime. So with 11:49 left to play, and that's one thing that McAllen Memorial can do, is because they run the ball so much, is drain the game clock. And it felt like they did that in the third quarter. The reason why we're kind of in this fourth quarter as fast as it has been. 11:49 left to play in the third quarter, 21-7 your score. Still in this fourth quarter of action. McAllen High Bulldogs talking it over. Cash Caceres will break out of the huddle. Almost decided to go for a little fake quick kickoff here. So it looks like Cash Caceres and team, decided to go for a delay of game. It's only going to be 5 yards back, and it will be a re-kick. The way that these kickoffs have been, they've been pretty short by both sides. Caceres does have a leg. He'll send this one away. It is going to be returnable from the 25-yard line and met quickly. Bulldogs did a good job of wrapping up, and it will be 11:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter of action. First down and 10, McAllen Memorial. First down and 10 for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And in a good situation here is, getting to talk it over. McAllen Memorial, with one timeout left in this game, is pretty interesting, having to kind of burn 2 timeouts quickly. Not in succession, but just interesting the way that they didn't do that in the first half and now in the second. First down and 10, a 2-back formation once again with 2 wideouts on the left and right, or 1 wideout left and right. Braxton Spates on the carry, gains a couple of yards this time, brings up second down, 6 to go, 4-yard carry. It's always impressive when a running back can do that on a consistent basis, getting about 4 yards on the carry. There's an official timeout with 11:33 left to play. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What?
It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne West Laco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
Back we go once again to here after the official timeout, 21-7 your score. McAllen Memorial with it, 2 wideout formation left side. 2 backs behind. Kane Coy once again trying to go up the middle, will break free. Positive yards, that should be good enough for the first down. It's it past the 40-yard line into the 41-yard line, first down and 10. $11 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter of action. Mustangs talking it over once again. They hold a 21-7 lead. A score here might end up sealing the deal considering how much time might be on the game clock if that were to happen. McAllen Memorial in no hurry whatsoever. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Will snap the ball in time. Tossed it once again to Braxton Spates. Will gain a couple of yards this time. Brings up second down at about 5 to go. 5-yard carry on that first down run. Just goes to show you how impressive Braxton Spates has been, especially this game and really all season long. Brings up second down, 5 to go. Ball placed on the Mustang 46-yard line. Will set up once again in formation with 1 wide out to the left side. 2 backs behind him. Coy will snap the ball. Hands it off up the middle. Might have gotten back to the original, or might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard on the carry. Was by none other than George Munoz that time. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in quarter number 4. 21-7 your score, 9 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. One wide out once again left side. 2 backs behind. Kane Coy snaps the ball. Will be a handoff left side again. Gets positive yards. And should be good enough. Plenty for the first down. No penalty markers in the backfield as well, so it will stand. 9:05 left to play in this fourth quarter of action. Now back we go. Game clock will continue to count down to 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Play clock down to 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. 1 wide out left side, 1 wide out right side. 2 backs behind him. Coy will snap the ball. It's going to be a fumble. And I think it's recovered by the Bulldogs. And yes, it is. Turn of events just like that. Exactly what the Bulldogs needed there. Creating a turnover. Creating their own luck, potentially. And this could turn the tide if the Bulldogs now go down the field and score. Just stripped right out. I believe that looked to be Fletcher Frisbee, if I'm not mistaken. On that fumble recovery, it is down to 8 minutes 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs take over and will try to make it 21-14 on this drive. 2 wide out formation right side and left. 1 back beside. Wolthoff will send a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Deep pass. Has a man, incomplete. Incomplete pass. Double covered in the end. I don't know if anyone could pick up on the microphone, but right next, of course, to the visiting coach's box. And Bulldog coaches thought that it should have been pass interference. Instead, an incomplete pass brings up 8:22 left to play. Second down, of course, it will be a handoff. Morley with positive yards on the carry brings up a third down. Third down and potentially manageable this time. Third down, 4 to go. Inside of McAllen Memorial Mustang territory. 7:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Play clock down to 19, 18, 17. This might be 4 down territory, dropping back to pass. Wolthoff takes off, gets the first down, and will step neatly out of bounds. At 7:42 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Reminder, of course, really both teams, for example, with the Mackay Bulldogs, they really have 4 timeouts, including that 2-minute timeout. For McAllen Memorial, really having 2 timeouts to work with that, of course, that 2-minute timeout. So both in good position, but this is going to be interesting here. Stacks the trips to the right with 2 wideouts to the left, 1 back. Well, check that, no backs behind him. All alone. Wolthoff will take off again. And will roll out of bounds. Past the first down marker. And gets enough for a Bulldog first down. 7:36 left to play. Check that. Yes, indeed. 7:36 left to play here in quarter number 4. Bulldogs driving down the field after the fumble recovery. Trying to take advantage of the mistakes from their opposition here. Fakes the handoff. Throws right side. Pass is complete. Down to the 10. 5. Touchdown! Mackay Bulldogs, no penalty markers in the backfield. And just like that, it's a game again. Great catch. And TD by Eden Maldonado. 21-13, an extra point attempt away from making it 21-14, your score. Casares back to kick this one through the uprights. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-14, a 1-possession game now all of a sudden. Just got interesting here off of that drive. A great pass, wide open, left unmarked. Eden Maldonado. We go back to full screen. Here it is. 7:29 left to play in this fourth quarter of action. The Bulldogs only down by a score, and we'll need one more stop just like that. Will they have enough time to do that? We'll see, as this is going to be an interesting decision. Do the Bulldogs decide to pull out the stops and try to go with an onside kick? I wouldn't necessarily go with that just yet. Maybe a short little pooch kick has caught a lot of teams that they've played against off guard. So that's something to get the ball back pretty quickly, because they know how dangerous McAllen Memorial can be when they have the ball and how dangerous their running game has been throughout this evening. $7:29 to play in the fourth quarter. Cash Casares back behind the line to kick this one away. Points to both sides. Sends it away. And we are back underway from the 25-yard line down to the 30. We'll start the drive at about the 32-yard line or so. Here in quarter number 4, first down and 10 for McAllen Memorial. They led this game 21-0. And now it is 21-14. It was only a 3-score game. Now it is a 1-score game. McAllen Memorial with possession. They've been able to run down a lot of this game with their running game from Jaden Solis to, of course, none other than Braxton Spates, as well as a big helping hand has been George Munoz on that running game. 2 wide out formation left side, 2 backs behind Kane Coy. Play clock down to 3, down to 2. We'll snap the ball. Hand it off to Braxton Spates. Gets a couple of yards on that time. It's real. Sometimes it is kind of difficult for me not to say Trevor Spates when he's running the football because, well, that's Trevor Spates is Braxton Spates' older brother. He had one more brother that played for McAllen Memorial High School, interestingly enough. Of course, for the most part, everyone knows that, which was Campbell Spates. But it's always funny seeing, of course, him run the football. It's kind of the same way in a way, too, which is always interesting to see. That one wide out to that right side again. Up the middle, the Mustangs go. It is enough for a first down. Game clock will stop momentarily here. And now down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Chains have been moved. Down to 6 minutes and about 10 seconds left to play. Play clock down to 19, 18, 17. McAllen Memorial will set up shop. 2 wide out formation left side. 2 backs behind Kane Coy. Play clock down to 8-7. We'll snap the ball. It is going to be a pitch out to to Braxton Spates. And gets met behind the line. After gaining maybe about a yard or so, it is 2nd and 7. Check that at 3 yards. Down to 5:35 left to play here in this 4th quarter of action. Coy under center once again. Play clock down to 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We'll hand it off once again. Braxton Spates still on his feet, being dragged, and gets tackled out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Good enough for a Mustang first down. 5:09 left to play here in this 4th quarter of action. Instantly play a look here very quickly. You can just see him being dragged out of bounds. Good enough for a first down. For McAllen Memorial once again. Game clock did begin to start as he was still in bounds. His feet did stay in bounds, but we'll hand it off up the middle again. It's just McAllen Memorial trying to waste as much time as possible. And one more score, like I mentioned, it's going to be very difficult for the Bulldogs to get back into this one. 4:42 left to play. Official timeout. We will take a quick break as well. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Back we go once again here. Fourth quarter, 4:42 left to play in the fourth quarter. And while McAllen Memorial are driving, they lead 21-14 your score. Set up once again with one wide out right side, two backs behind him. That is Kane Coy. Snaps the ball. Will be a run up the middle. Solis will get brought down. Good enough for a first down. Game clock again, stopping momentarily. It is at 4:21 left to play. Opportunity here for the Mustangs. 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Mustangs will take their time. Play clock only at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 is how it counts down as the Mustangs will set up shop now. Play clock down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. Two wide out formation left side. Still two backs behind. Coy will be a handoff up the middle. Just trying to gain as much yards as possible. Get maybe a couple of yards on that carry. Three minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Second down and 9 to go. Play clock down to 15 seconds now. Down to 10. Snaps the ball. Roll it off to the right side. Still going on his feet. And good enough for the first down. Solis again. .257 left to play. Check, that will be third down. So with 2:57 left to play, a timeout is called. We'll take a quick break. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Back we go once again here, 21-14 your score. McAllen Memorial trying to put this one away here. Mustangs with close to 2 minutes left to play, 2:57 to be exact in this fourth quarter. Penalty marker down in the backfield, most likely a false start. Five-yard penalty will replay third down. Just makes third down a little bit tougher to get that first down marker at the 9-yard line inside of Bulldog territory. Even a field goal here would just make it right back to a 3-possession game. Or check that, a 2-possession game to be exact with 2:57. That would be really difficult for the Bulldogs to be able to get back to within it. Snaps the ball again. It's out the middle. It is 4th down. .240 left to play here in this fourth quarter. It looks like a timeout will be taken. Both teams now with one timeout remaining. So now really both teams with 2 more timeouts remaining. We will have the 2-minute timeout at 2 minutes to play. So both really calling that timeout. Interestingly enough here. 21-14 your score. Mustangs lead the Bulldogs. It is 4th down. I would expect the Mustangs to go for a field goal kick here just to be up by 2 scores and not necessarily risk it and go for it. That's exactly what McAllen Memorial will be doing this time. 2:44 left to play in this fourth quarter of action. It will be none other than Robert Ruelas. The snap, the hole, the kick is up, and it is no good. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 2:40 remaining. 21-14 your score. McAllen Memorial led all game long, still in the lead. Just how close it was. We'll show you our instant replay that we got for you all. Just how close it was. That could be your difference maker from, well, this game ending in regulation or potentially going into overtime here. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Here come McAllen High. Will be a handoff. Hunter Morley gets tackled inside the 30-yard line. Inside of Bulldog territory at the 20. Ball will be placed at 28, I believe. It is second down, 2 to go. Game clock continuing to tick down in 2 minutes, 18 seconds. We'll drop back to pass. Wolthoff with the short throw. Pass is complete and will run out of bounds. 2:11 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll step out of bounds, good enough for a first down. We'll have 11 seconds. This will most likely be the final play until this 2-minute timeout, to be exact. One back beside him. It's going to be 2 wide out formation to the right side, 2 wide out formation to the left. Dropping back to pass. Wolthoff, throw up the middle. Pass complete. Still on his feet. Able to break free. Ball's loose. It's picked up by McAllen Memorial. Bulldogs have it. You're still fighting for the ball. Penalty markers are thrown. It looked like the Mustangs have it. Referees will still talk it over. There are penalty markers everywhere. I believe McAllen Memorial will take over. Instant replay look at this one. It's quickly dropped back. It was a great catch. And again, Finn Henderson with it, trying to go across the field, and ball pops free. We're waiting on the official call here. First down, McAllen Memorial. Finn Henderson again, second time, cuts across with the catch, and just I mean, he held it well, but that was just a big hit to loosen the ball, and it popped free, and McAllen Memorial Mustangs have it. First down and 10, 2:01 left to play. And all the Mustangs will really need are a couple of first downs. As well, really, we'll have one timeout here after this play. Will keep it himself. Now the Bulldogs, of course, will want to do the same thing, return the favor and get a turnover, force another turnover here. It is going to be a 2-minute timeout, though. 1:56 left to play. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Cameron County has emerged as one of the most promising regions in Texas. Our property tax rate is among the lowest in the RGV. Our communities are safer. Economic development is soaring. Thousands of high-paying jobs have been created. Let's keep Eddie Trevino as our Cameron County judge.
Back we go once again here. 1:56 left to play. Second down, 3 to go for McAllen Memorial. One wide out right side, one wide out left. Two backs behind him. Snaps the ball. It is going to be a handoff. Spates, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! McAllen Memorial. No penalty markers in the backfield, and that will be enough to seal the deal. 27-14 your score. Instant replay look here very quickly. Spates just gets handed off the ball. Perfect blocks left and right. Open space left side. And scores. Braxton Spates. Touchdown. McAllen Memorial 1:47 left to play. Kick is up. It is good. Makes it 28-14 your score. McAllen Memorial will move on to 3-0 in district play. And, well, Mac High 1-2 in district play. Yes, 1:47 left to play in the fourth quarter, but again, just the Bulldogs with that sliver of hope. Again, really, it shouldn't, for a team, it shouldn't come down to one quarter. McAllen Memorial did their job all 4 quarters. Scoring, making sure that they held on to that lead. Yes, they gave up 2 TDs late in this game, but when it mattered most, came up with the defensive stops, the defensive plays that made the difference in the end. And Braxton Spates with 2 touchdowns this evening. He will be your player of the game. Ruelas will send this one away. Returnable inside the 10-yard line. Breaks free. Down to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mac High. We're not done yet. We knew that the Mac High Bulldogs special teams could do exactly that, and they did. Right off the gate, from about the 7-yard line or so, breaking in, Finn Henderson, the man who ended up fumbling the football, makes up for it. That is a TD It's 28-20, awaiting the extra point here. The extra point is up, and it is good. So it makes it 28-21. It's not over yet. I would not be shocked to see an onside kick here by the Mackay Bulldogs with 1:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, fireworks right in the end. McAllen Memorial technically, I guess, scored too soon. But with 1:34 left to play, kickoff return for a touchdown by Finn Henderson. A run taken to the house by Braxton Spates. And here's the crazy part. I don't know if anyone can notice from the stands, but a lot of Mackay Bulldog fans left before the end of the game. One of the things that I don't always say, but I know from experience, do not leave until the final whistle has been blown. Because you never know what can happen in the end of this game. All of a sudden, 1:34 left to play, it's 28-21. Cash Cassidy will line up for the onside kick. It's up. And McAllen Memorial recover. And guess who ended up recovering as well? Braxton Spates recovers the onside kick for McAllen Memorial. And now all the Mustangs will have to do is set up a couple of runs and then victory formation. One first down will definitely end this game. There is still one timeout left for the Mackay Bulldogs. They will use that as soon as possible, if I had to say so, right after this play. And then they'll have to try and get the ball back with all their force possible. 28-21. Up the middle, trying to break free. Braxton Spates gets the first down. 1:28 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Game clock will continue to run, as it was only stopped for the movement of the chains. Mackay Bulldogs will not utilize their timeout, and that will be the game. McAllen Memorial with the play clock down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Will just take a kneel down. .46 seconds left to play. The kneel down was taken. See what the referees say here. Referee's still talking it over. Bulldogs take the timeout. Now the Mackay Bulldogs back out onto the field. 46 seconds left. So they utilize their final timeout here. I expected them to take that timeout right after the run, but decided to take it now. And the Bulldogs will most likely try and do that again, potentially. It will be a handoff off the left side. Here comes Braxton Spates down the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. I saw that coming. from a mile away after, of course, the kneel down and the contact made after for the Mustangs to score. Makes it 34-21. That's what a rivalry game is. 34-21, your score. McAllen Memorial lead by 2 scores. Basically telling the Bulldogs, okay, you'll do that. Okay, we won't finish the game. We're going to score. Making sure that we do win. That's the 3rd touchdown for Braxton Spates this evening. A hat trick of touchdowns. And I think McAllen Memorial the referee's now talking it over. Pretty interestingly enough, but we'll watch the instant replay here on the TD run. As again, handed off, Braxton Spates goes for the end zone, scores, and what a touchdown there, 34-21, your score. Let me tell you something. The scoreline at the end of the 3rd quarter was 21-0. Yes, the Mackay Bulldogs were driving. They were going to be expected to score. But when this final score will be posted after the 3 quarters before, people will say, what happened in the 4th quarter? That's exactly 39 seconds left to play. It will be an extra point to be taken by McAllen Memorial. The extra point attempt is up, and it's good. "39 seconds left to play here in quarter number 4. That will wrap things up. It is 35-21. That's not your final just yet, so we still have to play out these 39 seconds. We'll see what happens here. And so I would just expect a normal kickoff from McAllen Memorial, but who knows at this point. It's been an incredible night, as it's just been absolutely, really a perfect atmosphere for a rivalry game. Just Mackay Bulldogs will look back at the first 2 quarters and say, that's where it all really went wrong for themselves. As for McAllen Memorial, they'll just say, really the 4th quarter, we let our foot off the gas a little bit too much because it got a little close. That's what both teams really will say in my eyes, because again, it was 21-14 with the chance of it being 21-all. We'll send this one away. Will be a free kick out of bounds. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Mackay Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will be trying to go for the end zone once again here with 39 seconds left to play. .39 seconds left to play here in quarter number 4. First down and 10 for the Mackay Bulldogs. Dropping back to pass. McCoy Wolthoff left side. Pass is complete and tackled. That is, once again, none other than Finn Henderson. That might be the final play of this, next to last play of this game, down to 20 seconds left to play. Snaps the ball left side. Pass is complete and tackled quickly. That was once again completed by Jackson Finn Henderson. Finn Henderson, to be exact, down to 12 seconds left to play in this one. Bulldogs with one back beside him again. Wolthoff throws, left side, pass, out of play, incomplete. 2 seconds left. With the final play, I think the Bulldogs, McCoy Wolthoff might just heave it deep. This game is 2 more seconds left. Snaps the ball, dropping back to pass, throws left side, pass is complete. Will be a pitch out left side, and from behind. And we'll get gobbled up this time. That's how we will end it here on a beautiful Friday night. McAllen Memorial Mustangs win 35-21 over their rival from down the road, McAllen High School. The Mustangs are victorious here. We will go with a quick little post-game show for you all because, wow, a lot to really break down as we'll get a couple of minutes, of course, as we do break down this game. First 2 quarters, all McAllen Memorial up 21-0. Third quarter, start of the game, interception from McCoy Wolthoff as the Bulldogs were driving down the field. So then McAllen Memorial go with the score of their own. As it was 14-0, it ends up being 21-0. Then all of a sudden, McAllen Memorial kind of stood still with that score line, and Mac High thought it was a perfect opportunity to try and drive down the field themselves closer to the end of that third quarter and scored at the beginning of the fourth quarter, making it 21-7. Then all of a sudden, Mac High were able to cut it to 21-14 just like that. McAllen Memorial said, okay, game on. And sure enough, Braxton Spates able to score, makes it 28-14 at that time. But even before then, there was a good chance that the Mac High Bulldogs would be able to tie up the score. A good drive, pass to none other than Finn Henderson, catches the ball, popped free after a major hit, to be exact. And, well, sure enough, McAllen Memorial recover. McAllen Memorial and Braxton Spates drive down the field and score to make it 28-14 at that time. And then all of a sudden a kickoff return for a touchdown by Finn Henderson. Brings it up to, well, 28-21. All of a sudden a 7-point game. They try the onside kick, and Braxton Spates recovers for McAllen Memorial and the Mustangs. And then as time was trying to expire from McAllen Memorial, takes a knee. Kane Coy gets hit, and all of a sudden McAllen Memorial said, okay, Mac High are playing like that. McAllen Memorial drive down the field to score. And it ended up being the final score of 35-21. What a game. This post-game show presented by Luke Free Motors in South Padre Island. Congratulations to McAllen Memorial. They go to 2-0 in district play. Let's actually triple check that. They actually 3-0 if I'm not mistaken. But let's make sure on that note very quickly here. As the McAllen Memorial Mustangs, yes, indeed, will go quickly, yes, indeed, to 3-0 in district play. And it will be a very exciting end to this season, as well 2 more games for McAllen Memorial, where they will expect to have competition against the rivals of Nicky Rowe and against a very difficult Edinburgh Vella High School team. Well, that'll do it for us here from McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. I hope you all enjoyed that one as much as I did. I've been Jacob Young. This has been a Rio Sports Live presentation. And until next time,